What's up guys, Xerex here. Bungie just dropped an article going over quite a few different supers and abilities that are going to be getting some tuning in Season 21. And there's a lot of good things in there. A lot. Except for one. Yeah, you know the one. That one. Shoulder charge. The shoulder charge change is bull. And here's why. I first want to start off with a disclaimer and just say that this is my opinion. I can't say that I speak for the majority of the Titan mains out there, and this isn't meant to be like a bash on Bungie or the developers or anything like that. It's only meant to be, if anything, considered constructive criticism at most. Alright, so in case you need to be filled in, shoulder charge across the board will be getting a nerf in Season 21, where if you choose to use shoulder charge at any time, for example as a movement ability, as most Titan mains do, you will now be spending a percentage of your melee charge in the sum of 15%. So in case you're bad at math like I am and don't understand percentages, Bungie was nice enough to put this in a language that us crayon eaters can understand, and that is: based on your strength stat, the effective cooldown on shoulder charge as a movement tool will range from around 17 seconds at 0 strength down to around 7 seconds at 100 strength. So the problem Bungie has with shoulder charge is they don't like how effective it is as a movement ability tool, while of course also being a melee. But let's take a look at some of the movement abilities on the other two classes. Alright, so looking at Warlocks first, Warlocks have Icarus Dash and they have Blink. Then if you go to Hunters, Hunters have Dodge, they also have Blink, and they also have the Dive ability on the majority of their classes. Now when you look back at Titans, what else do Titans have besides shoulder charge? Well, they have Thruster. But let's dive a little more into that. When you look at Thruster, Thruster takes the place of your class ability, causing you to lose the utility of the Titan Wall. That is what you get in exchange for having that mobility tool. When you look at something like Warlock, for example, you have the Icarus Dash, and you get to use Icarus Dash with your class ability. Same goes for Hunters. You can use Blink with Dodge, and you can use Air Dive ability with Dodge, because Air Dive ability just spends melee charge unless you're on the Stasis class where you can just spam Air Dive indefinitely. Now you might say that the problem with shoulder charge is that it is a melee ability that you can use as a mobility tool indefinitely because it doesn't have a cooldown, but is that really true? I don't think so, because if you think about it, anytime you use shoulder charge, to use it again, you have to initiate a run, and then after a certain amount of time, you get to use shoulder charge again. The time that it takes to do the run all the way to being able to actually activate shoulder charges normally takes around 3 to 4 seconds, which, if you think about it, is quite on par with that of Icarus Dash, which takes about 3 seconds on cooldown, which is arguably a way better movement tool than shoulder charge, because unlike shoulder charge, you can activate Icarus Dash instantly. For shoulder charge always requires you to run first, regardless of when the last time you used it was or not. Look, if the community wants to nerf shoulder charge, that's fine. I think that there are some solutions that we could put in place, some ways that we can change shoulder charge to make it feel a little more fair, but I just don't think that this is the right change, because you're looking at least a 7-second cooldown plus the other 3 or 4 seconds just to activate it when you run. Now obviously the plan with this change is that, well, us Titan users will just stop using this as a movement ability tool, and you know what, you're probably right, we probably won't use it, but now instead we'll use it as its intended purpose, which is, well, of course, to shoulder charge you. And as much as the community might seem excited about this movement ability change, I think that they're probably gonna hate getting shoulder charged a lot more. But that's just my opinion on the shoulder charge change. Maybe you agree with it, maybe you don't. Feel free to argue with me, feel free to roast me in the comments for being a crayon eater. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. With that, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it a ton. You know, maybe like, maybe subscribe if you like it or not. You know, it's up to you. I don't care. Do what you want. Either way, I hope you're having a good day, and peace.